champion Philadelphia 76ers. Andrew, let's start off by asking you what it feels like to be known as the world champion.
Pardon me?
What does it feel like to be known as the world champion?
Do I supposed to look at the camera?
Just look at the speak to the camera. That's all.
Huh?
Just look at the camera and speak.
Oh, okay. Well, it feels great in order to be a world champion because it has eluded us so long, and I just feel great about it. I'm just still enjoying it, but now that the season is about to begin, we have to get on another phase.
That's excellent. You came so close a few times previous since you've been here with the Sixers. Does it finally feel like the final win?
Well, it feels so overwhelming because I guess from the past 2 years that we had came so close, we came in with an empty feeling and we just left the arena on the losing side. But after winning, it's just like exploding from the inside. You're overjoyed and it's just a feeling you can't really describe too much.
In the past, you've come so close. Of course, this year you added the addition of Moses Malone. It had to be a good factor having a physical specimen like Moses inside to help you with your perimeter shooting as well as your moves to the basket.
Yeah, I think Moses was the missing link to our team because what we was lacking was a lot of offensive rebounding and also some defensive boards down the stretch. And he provided us with both of those.
After last season, what do you feel it's going to take to get in on a winning note?
Well, we just have to first start off again from scratch. Because although we know we are the world champion, but I feel that we should come to training camp, start off from scratch, and start working our way up like we're not the champion in order to try to obtain it again.
From Andrew Toney's position over the summer, Andrew, what have you done, if anything, different as far as working into this season?
Well, I worked on a few things. I try to improve my offensive game, my defensive game. I try to improve my court awareness, and I'm just hoping to come in and be an improved basketball player as the year goes along.
How do the players feel at this point? Do you think you can repeat?
But we're really not concentrating on repeating right now. It's still early in the season. It's training camp, and we just want to try to start off from the beginning and try to work our way up to it.
As far as this particular camp, have you had the chance to look at some of the rookies and free agents that will be trying to make the final cuts here? Leo Routen, for instance?
Well, I've seen a few of them playing the gym on a pickup game, but you know, you really can't analyze nobody too well on a pickup game.
Have you approached anything differently over the summer from previous years?
Well, I went back as a champion this summer, as opposed to the other 2 years by coming up, you know, short. And I guess that's about it. Just go and enjoy my family, visit my mom and dad, my sisters and brothers, you know, and all my family, and just take it easy.
Okay, Andrew, I'm from Boston, right? Who's going to win the championship this year?
We hope the Sixers do.
Did you ask someone about the little things on a daily basis? What do you do in your free time, Andrew? Just
Pardon me?
what do you do in your free time to keep you loose and ready for games?
On my free time, well, I just more or less try to be in a good mental stage. I try to concentrate a lot. I try to maybe get loose or exercise, many exercises, and I just more or less try to concentrate and try to keep my intensity up during my free time. You know, think about it a little bit, but not much. Don't think about it so much it was about you'll get overreacted. Just tend to try to stay loose.
Does it become a long, tedious situation, Andrew, when you're working down towards the 60th and progressing towards an 82-game schedule?
Well,
it must be a mental grind. What do you do to offset that?
You can tend to tell that once the season starts coming down, that you're trying to get into that home stretch for either the playoffs or the winning division champ. And it can tend to become a factor, but you have to just be mentally strong and keep concentrating each game and try to win as many as you can.
I got one more question for you. I'm a salesman every year, and salespeople. Their playoffs is kind of, they have a trip every year for the people that sell their quota of insurance. What's something that maybe you could say to them to keep, so they can have the motivation day in and day out to make the playoffs as far as they're concerned. They go to Switzerland next year.
Well, that's a big motivating factor, is to get a free ride or free accommodation to another country. I just feel that as a salesman, if you're doing that type of work, you should go out and just try to reach that goal, because people are goal-oriented in life, and if you shoot for short-range goals and try to reach them, then you achieve something, and that can be a plus factor into your life. But that means if you don't want to make it, then it's a negative factor in your life. So it should be something you should reach for.
Can I ask you one favor? Just as a little gimmick. You just say to the people, hey, you guys at American Mutual, make that big shot and go to Montreux, Switzerland next year. And we'll throw you a basketball.
Hey, you guys at American Mutual, make...
Yeah, we'll throw. And if we can get a basketball, we'll just throw you a basketball.
Hey, you guys at American Mutual, make that what now?
Make that big shot and go to Montreux, Switzerland next year.
All right, hey, you guys at American Mutual, make that big shot and go to
One
Montreal.
of these guys?
Little man, the ball. Hey, you guys.
We'll throw you the ball. I'll throw you the ball from here.
What I got to say again?
So, hey, you guys from American Mutual.
Make that big shot and go to Montreal or Montreal and?
Go to Switzerland.
Montreal, Switzerland. All right.
Montreux.
Okay, Montreal? Oh, M-O-N-T-R-O?
Yeah.
I thought you said Montreal. Okay.
Montreux.
Montreux, Switzerland. I'm ready.
All right, say it now and I'll throw you the ball.
Hey, you guys at American Mutual, make that big shot. Go to Montreux, Switzerland. Don't forget.
Very good. Good picture of that.
Don't forget. At American Mutual.
Good boy. Very
good.
Thank you very much.
Make sure you go to that Montreux, Switzerland deal.
Excuse me, guys. My name
Please remember.
is 76.
How are you?
Tim, what's up, man?
All right. Can we get you for a couple headshots here real quick? 2 seconds.
Okay, fine.
Back there.
Your headshot.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be right back.
Yeah, we got something for you, Tony. Got to sign something.
What is it?
Very good. That was good. That's great. Great. That was a good interview. Very good. He had some good points there, both of them. Well, he's going to make Windsor this time. He's going to do a good job. The camera's not running. Put this on. You get a picture of you saying how much you enjoyed. You want to?
Yeah, 1 board. Why don't I leave the rest of my board with you? Thank you. I'll leave these here. All right. How long will you be here?
I will be here for a few minutes. Anyways,
All right.
going to get something on tape with Gene or Phil. I don't know what you were going to get. You were going to get up to. Oh, I got pictures of you guys with them. I got some good bloopers, man, out of that. From the beginning, him going very important. Okay, that's it. He's got you already.
Oh, you don't need me for anything else?
Give me your impressions of what happened today.
Well, I thought it was outstanding to be able to get out here with John List and Mike Cannell to interview Jack McMahon and Andrew Toney, the two guards, so to speak, of the Philadelphia 76ers. They have a week's practice ahead of them to pare down what eventually will be the 11 people that will represent the world champions in the coming season.
After a day like today, how does it feel to work for American Mutual?
Sort of a loaded question. I've always enjoyed working with American Mutual, whether it be in a sales capacity or in a public relations capacity. So I enjoy either one. But I guess this comes as a reward as being a salesman, just like our trips to Montreux, Switzerland, as well as, let me cut that out, I want to do it again.
Okay. Excellent. Good. All right?
Andrew had me confused.
No? We'll just take a little bit of a trip around. Here, I get a copy of these for the guys. They both signed it already. This is just starting out. No problem. It just says that we're not using it for any commercial purposes. Okay. Andrew is good. Okay. Thank you very much, Harry. Good luck this season. That's it. Good luck.
Bobby, thanks a lot.
Okay, right.
But you want me to-
Gene, a couple of questions.
yeah.
How's it feel to work for American Mutual? Give us a motivational chat like that.
Well, I've been with the company over 4 years now. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I've been to 2 quota clubs, St. Thomas and Cancun. If I can get a little bit lucky going down the stretch, I should be able to make Montreux, Switzerland. The company has done a lot. They're continually improving the educational and training capacity that we need as agents to be out in the field of direct marketing and continuing to stay competitive.
Who's the best team in the insurance industry?
American Mutual by far.
I'm going to use that.
Is that all you need from me now, Mike, or is there anything else?
We'll just take some pictures of the guys. Okay.
You just gave up your trip to Montreux, Switzerland. I know that.
I gave it up?
Yeah.
I screwed it up, right? Andrew had me screwed up. He's in Montreal. I started mimicking him.
That's part of my
I
bloopers.
guess we're all taking this all down.
Yeah, the lights are hot, so let them sit a few minutes.
Oh, that was damn good. I think you got some beautiful points there. Beautiful points on both.
along well with the first guy. He got along well with the first interview.
Yeah, he did. He did a good job. I haven't seen Erving out there today, have you?
No.
I see Billy Cunningham down there.
Doesn't go for all this. He figures all this free stuff he's put with that, right?
Yeah, it's for the press. You can't give us anything free.
That was mine. He didn't say he wanted to. Huh? Where's the camera? Right there.
Being cameraman there?
Yes.
Filter down a little.
I just had that. What's a flashing red light mean?
Means the tape's coming near an end. Why don't we save?
There he is.
That's Billy Cunningham, yeah. Oh, Billy can still shoot, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Probably get near the end of that one, but we got plenty of tape.
I might have one general question of how you would coordinate. Now, I myself don't know what you do possibly as a hobby or a sidelight if you're in a separate business or
No,
how would you
this is my
coordinate?
business.
Okay. How might you coordinate what you do with the 76ers in your professional capacity to what we might do as
Okay.
insurance people with a large product line of products? Okay. That's basically it, and we'll get Andrew for a
Okay.
couple of questions.
Yeah.
I guess I'm ready when you are, Mike.
Yeah. You can go anytime. Okay, why don't you stand right there? You hear your questions. You look good. Why don't you stand over here so you don't block it in a light? Maybe just another step. Yeah, that's good.
Mike, you don't want me to lead in with where we're at or anything like that?
Yeah, you can if you want.
Now, how long you want me to answer the questions? You don't want to be too long, or can you just tell me, hey,
I can,
You can edit it.
The point that I need.
okay.
Why don't we let these folks walk by first? Okay, anytime you're ready, Gene. Okay.
Ready, Joe?
Yeah.
Today we're with Jack McMahon, the assistant coach of the world champion Philadelphia 76ers at the Charles Mazer Physical Education Center on the site of the Franklin and Marshall College in suburban Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Jack, we have a few questions for you this morning. I guess probably the simplest and the one you're probably hearing a lot these days are, how does it feel to be the world champion?
Well, you can't describe how you feel because I've been in professional basketball 31 years, and 25 years ago was the last time I was part of a championship team when I was a player. So the feeling that we have here, the thing that stands out most in my mind is I didn't have to answer the questions of what happened all summer. That's the biggest thing about it, and it came through to me that winning in sports it's really not a fair business, because I went to Chicago soon after we won the championship, and every NBA team was at this tryout camp in Chicago where we bring in about 60 college seniors, and everybody was congratulating me, and the thing came to me after I sat down and they finished talking. I was the only one in the NBA in that building who hadn't lost their last game, and that was a very satisfying feeling. But there's 23 teams there that all ended up on a down note, so really that agony of defeat happens a lot more times than it does winning, but I'll take it this way anytime.
Very good. In order for the Sixers to continue its winning tradition this year, do you see any of the rookies and free agents that will be participating in this camp joining the club this year?
Well, I look for two people probably to come out of this camp. Naturally, being in charge of the personnel, I hope that Leo Roughton shows well. We had an outstanding surprise in our 6th round choice, Sedale Threet, who was the outstanding player in a tryout camps we had up in Princeton. So it's going to be very interesting. But Roughton adds another dimension to our team. He passes the ball like a Larry Bird, and I think he's going to make a lot of our players better.
Excellent. Everybody, it seems, made a big thing, and of course he is a big thing, of Moses Malone joining the 76ers. And some respects leading you to the one extra game that you didn't have the previous year. How is it to have a Moses Malone on your team?
Well, I've said this before, is that I think that we were really just as good a defensive team, if not better, the year before. But defensive rebounding is the name of the game, especially at the crucial parts of the game. And when the game was on the line, we had the ability in Moses that he would get the big rebounds. There are rebounds and then there are big rebounds. And I think that's where we were so much better, because he gave us that additional strength on the boards, which we never had.
Excellent. We have, as you know, this is a promotion for our in-house people. How would you draw comparisons, say with the 76ers and keeping the winning tradition, to the everyday positions of salesmen, especially in our business of insurance?
Well, to answer that, I feel that, you know, from being around this team, it's, I think we have to sell in our particular thing. We set, Billy Cunningham, myself, we set not far away goals. We set close-up goals. And I think that's the most important thing that we stress. And we show the players how to win. In other words, you have to give them reason. If everybody does their job, meaning that Maurice Cheeks guards Danny Ainge well or something like that, that's a very, very important part of it. So we try to sell them on short-range goals, show them how to win, and if they do their job, then we are successful, and we think we'll be successful again with this type of formula.
We hope to have the opportunity to talk with Andrew Toney today. How do you explain his success, especially against the Boston Celtics?
Well, Andrew Toney is absolutely an outstanding offensive player. And of all the players that we've been associated, now Billy Cunningham and I have been together 7 years, and Billy continually got on Andrew. And one of the things that Andrew, and certainly again relating to business, if you're trying to improve your people and get them to perform better, this is a great example, because Billy never lets Andrew up. He's always on him, makes him, and Andrew's response to that is, does it bother you when the coach yells at you? He said, no, because all he wants to do is make me better. And I think that sells, that's what Andrew Toney is. He's striving to be better, and he's very coachable.
I got a question for you, Jack. What does a guy like Moses Malone or Larry Bird mean to a team like the Sixers or the Celtics? You know, just as one guy that seems to be the leader.
Well, see, it's not Moses. See, the leader on this team is Doc. You know, and the reason that he is the leader is, you know, he's been here longer, and if your key players, your top players, set good work habits, and Doc loves to play. In other words, I don't think you can be successful at anything unless you really enjoy what you're doing. And I think that Doc, being the leader of the team, you'll see if you spend time here, the end of practices, he'll take a Leo Routens and work with him. He'll make everybody work, and if he works, everybody works. And that goes from the coaches on down. So you're only as good as your key people.
Okay, now, say, you know, the Celtics, Larry Bird just signed a huge contract. Last year it was, brought in Moses. Does that create any kind of jealousy?
Well, it obviously has caused a little bit of a problem in Boston, because I think Robert Parrish is not happy. And there was no jealousy here, because I think Doc is smart enough to understand that when Moses came and we improved our rebounding so much, it put a lot less pressure on Doc, and I think it will make his career several years longer, which makes everybody happy.
Pretty much the only final question I would have, Jack, would be with the amount of individual talent on the team. I know it must be tough to instill a team-winning concept. How does yourself and Billy go about this?
Well, the team, one of the blessings of this team is that all of the guards have never played for anyone else. See, our guards have only played for Billy and the 76ers, so right from day one, they know what Billy wants, and if he doesn't have it, they know that they're going to get yelled at. And so consequently, it's a very good situation. It's like something like the Dallas Cowboys. You know, they don't take people, they want to write from the organization. So we, in the guard situation, this is where we've been fortunate.
So that you do have roles set for them.
Roles
They
set,
pretty much
absolutely.
follow the
Yeah, the roles are set and they know it. And fortunately, they're all very coachable.
Jack, thank you very
Thank you.
much.
Thank you. Oh, my leg shakes. Thank you.
Great. Okay.
Enjoy it.
Very good.
Beautiful. Thanks ever so much.
Good.
Very good.
Hopefully,
Really fun. Is Andrew here?
He's right behind you.
Let me just
This
unzip your.
is a great kit.
Let me just unzip your.
I mean,
so,
you know, and the great thing about Andrew
once you fix
is,
this, how the hell is this?
like if he's getting yelled at, if he's
Focus.
really going-
I took the focus, but how do you expect
he
it to
takes
film?
out of the game. He comes on the bench and
You
roots
push that.
Oh,
Crank
okay.
it.
All right.
You know, I mean, it's an outstanding quality. Like Chuck has always said.
Could I want to take a couple pictures of Andrew shooting around before I interview him. Can you guys?
Andrew. Like I said, they're so easy to be around. You know, one of the things that we didn't get into is, I think that is that this group, like you're talking about motivation, is the quietest group of guys I've ever been around. Like the locker room, there's not one color guy. Just very, such a low key. Sometimes it's scary. Get no shots?
Pretty good, Hardy. You through with him? Pretty much with Jack, and we're just getting some footage of Andrew now with some shots, and then
Okay, I'll bring him over when you're ready.
let Mike decide. Yeah,
Okay.
get through it as quickly as we can. How does Rattling look so far?
Well, you don't know. I didn't. You never, what they do in the rookie camp doesn't mean anything. Because you're playing against rookies. This is the first day of camp. You start playing against the guys that played in the league. You know what I mean? That's when you find out.
What was is your current status at this point in the role? Is he going to be back with you?
No, he's definitely hitting it.
He's definitely going to be in it.
He's there. He never came back. He just switched teams. That's all.
Oh, I see.
Ready to ask Andrew his question?
How did it go?
Good. Good. Seemed to go good.
Did I sound like I was intelligent enough for this job? Or
Oh yeah.
what do we got for Toney?
What's it feel like to be known as a world champion? You came so close. Many times you could describe what it was like to finally win. Kind of on this one here. What's some of the things they maybe do on a daily basis just to keep them going? Like do they do any, say, special shooting drills, or do they, even if it's watching tapes, or is it, time by yourself or whatever, something like that. Try to pull out. careful, he
Andrew,
said.
how are you?
How you feel?
Good to see
Gene.
you, Gene Whalen.
And John.
How you feel?
We're going to have a few questions, Andy, about as far as how it feels to be world champions. Been there a few times before. What you feel to finally win it? Maybe something that you filling down below as far as once you get into the season, practice sessions seem to be tough to do. What do you do to keep in shape, mentally, physically? And probably 4 or 5 questions.
All right, no problem.
I'll put this, just clip this right down here if you don't mind.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Let's roll.
Just a little over this side.
Testing 1, 2, 3.